Great noise all around St James's Park today. Eddie Howe at the 11th attempt has finally got something from Pep Guardiola's team, and it is a tremendous 3-3 draw at St James's and a point for Newcastle, who remain unbeaten. And let's have a look at that dramatic second half. In particular, we said if it was going to be half as good as the first, we were in for a treat. We were. What a strike from Trippier to make it 3-1.
Well, I said to Les as soon as he lined up, I said, oh, this is dangerous. And it almost looked, you can see where Dan Burn blocks Ederson's eye range, but he just whips it back across and straight into the side net, and it's just fantastic. He shouldn't be, you're not meant to be that good. That free kick.
He said, to be fair to Sean, he said this is like a penalty to him, and he puts it down and he bends this in. Ederson, it's the goalkeeper's side as well, but he puts it, hits the side netting before he goes. Normally it goes in the top corner. It's hit the side netting. It's such a well executed free kick, and at that stage, if there was a roof on the stadium, it would have come off 3-1, and the team playing really well. But you are up against the champions.
You are. He brings so much to the party, though, with his influence, but that's not a mistake either. 9 games he's played in the league for Newcastle. That's 3 free kicks already.
Yeah, and you know, you had the pleasure of playing with him, and he knows what he's all about. And those free kicks it's not something that, you know, all of a sudden you turn up on a weekend and able to put it in there. That's hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of practice, and it's for those occasions, and we saw it today.
But as Les said, the champions doing what champions do in the response.
They responded perfectly, especially here. They take a quick corner to start with, and Bernardo manipulates, just waits for that other defender to get closer to him. Gameof puts it back in. And it's a little bit of bad defending here from Newcastle, I felt, but the man that you need to pounce on it at that time is Haaland, and he puts it right in the roof of the net. And I think he would have wanted that one to go in as well.
And I think if you think about the first half and what Newcastle did so well was they restricted them opportunities to get the ball in. They closed De Bruyne, they closed all the players down. If you see how when they take the corner, I think it's Joe Linton ambles out, then the ball goes out, ambles out, the ball comes in the box, and you know, he's 3-3 now, and it was a great finish. And we talk about get the ball in that 6-yard box, and he'll be there. And there he is, showing you what he can do.
And 3.5 minutes later, they were level. Bernardo Silva back in the starting lineup today and back with a goal.
This is what I thought he played really well, especially defensive. He tried. There was one error he didn't do too well, but in general, he was all over the park. And this run, but the ball is just through an eye of a needle, and it's just perfect. And the calm, collective finish, first touch, and just strokes it past the keeper, but the pass is scary, to be honest with you. I thought it was fantastic.
And this is what they didn't allow them to do in the first half. Look at De Bruyne now, gets it, and he gets time to get his head up and see what he wanted to see. In the first half, Newcastle didn't allow him to do that, and they struggled. And if you do give him that time, those are the things that he'll do to you. He'll find those passes, and it's a great pass, great touch, and Bernardo Silva doesn't even look. He knows where the goal is. He knows where the goalkeeper is. He's already seen it. Look, touch, finish. Don't even look at the goalkeeper. Don't look at the goal. Great finish. And at that stage, I worried for Newcastle because Man City were becoming so on top. I was thinking they're going to get another chance here. Can they weather the storm? And to be fair to them, in the end, they did weather the storm and got a precious point.
And I would say that would possibly be the biggest difference from Newcastle now to where they were early in the stages last year. I think they would have lost that game last year, but you can see there's more resilience in them, and with Pope in net as well, that just makes it more effective.
Yeah.
Les was more concerned when you thought they'd gone down to 10 men when the red card was shown to Kieran Trippier. What did you make of the incident and the overturn here?
I think when I saw the incident, I went, yeah, OK, professional foul. There's enough Newcastle players behind the ball for it to be not him on goal, in on goal and an automatic red. And when I saw the red card, I thought, wow, that's a bit harsh. Maybe he's seen something that I've not seen there. And yeah, it is a professional foul, but I don't think it was as bad as what the referee first thought it was. And I was pleased that he went over to the monitor, had a look at it a few times, and overturned it, because we felt it was, yeah, a yellow card, cynical but not dangerous.
Yeah, and I'm with Les on that one. At first, I didn't even know what the red card, to be honest, was given for, because there was a few tackles in the game that had already happened like that. So I just assumed there must have been something else that had happened within the game. But when we look back at it, we all agreed on what the ref did was perfect, and he handled the VAR well.
So for both of you, that's a good use of VAR and helping the on-field referee?
100%. 100%.
Yeah, for me as well.
And then it didn't disappoint, did it? I mean, like, look, we didn't want it to end. Yeah. We thought there could have been a winner at some stage.
And I thought if there was going to be a winner, I think what had happened to Newcastle, they'd just run out of steam. I know he made a couple of changes, but, you know, where Sir Maximin was really influential in the first half and for the early parts of the second half, just started to tire a little bit, and Newcastle weren't becoming an attacking threat anymore, and it was just, if it was anything was going to happen, it was going to happen in their goal. And as Sean said a little while ago, that Pope had to make a couple of good, important saves. But yeah, if there was going to be a winner, it was going to come from Man City.
As a wide player, when was the last time you saw an opposition player like Sam Maximin cause your club so many problems as he did today?
Don't know, you have to go back, at least I would say, apart from this, with the exception of Salah, but he's more of a striker, you'd have to go back a long while. That was an amazing wing performance for me. I think a lot of, especially more so in the first half, what he was doing, the way he was manipulating players, taking 2 players out of the game. But not only just doing that, he's putting the ball in at the right time so the strikers have a chance of getting it. He's actually sliding people in, which St. Maximin never used to do. But in that game, he did everything that a striker and an attacker would want to see from me. He caused problems. You give him half a yard and he pops it there. Normally he would go past him, and he didn't. And he's bringing his other teammates into play, which they will appreciate. And look, he's gone again. Walker doesn't see him here, and he's just waiting. He manipulates it. Stones and he falls off, and he forces a great save. And then you got here again. He's just always off the back of the midfielders and away from the fullbacks. And the passes he's picking, honestly, today, I was like, please, somebody just get tight. That's basically what I was saying in there. You cannot give a player that can do things like this.
And this much space. This is the worst part, where he starts going 1-2. Walker has to go out and get him to go backwards. He doesn't. He lets him go forward, and that's their first goal. If he comes out to the ball, this is the second. Again, you let him run at you, and you can't tackle. You can't tackle. And he picks the perfect pass and a great finish from Wilson.
And even here again, he's the person that causes the issue to get the free kick as well. And he just drives and he drives and you run. And eventually, because you don't want him to take the shot, the defenders try to commit to the ball, but he always moves that ball later. When you think you can get it, effectively, normally, you can't get it. You just take that extra little touch and you just draw the foul. And he was doing that time and time again, especially in the first half. And then, like Les said, you could see in the second half he got a little bit tired, and that's when City started to have more joy. They was getting tighter to him, he wasn't getting away from them, and City started to control the game pretty much after that.
And as you know, that's why he's so popular up there with the Geordie fans. They love a player like that, performing like they've seen today.
They love a maverick, and that's what he is. You know, you don't know what you're going to get. He's effervescent, and when he's on, and, you know, before the game I thought this would be a game for him, because this is the type of game he likes to shine in. If you're going to give him opportunities and give him room, he can hurt you, and he showed today every reason why he's so popular with the supporters.
And if they can get him on the pitch more often than not, that will help take Newcastle where they want to go?
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, because you saw the crosses that he was able to put into the box as well. If you got Callum Wilson fit and the rest of the boys, he will create opportunities for them on numerous occasions like he did today.
Yeah. He's a worry for Premier League defenders, isn't he, on that type of form?
Yeah, he will be, and I think that's been the hardest thing I would say for Eddie Howe since he's been there, is keeping him playing at that level for consistent games over a period of time. He will play well, and then he'll have a game where it's not so well. If he can maintain that for a run of 10 games, Newcastle will be flying.
Well, delighted to say we can get an insight into one of the defenders who has faced him today. Manchester City's John Stones joins us live. John, thanks very much indeed for joining us. First of all, that was a terrific game to watch. What was it like to play in?
Yeah, difficult. Right from the start, I think how Newcastle came out, pressing, the high tempo of the game. Yeah, really difficult first half of the game, I think, and second half was a different story.
Yeah, 3-1, you showed what champions are all about.
Yeah, no, I think after the first goal, I think we kind of took our foot off the gas and got punished a bit with them scoring the goals and them creating a lot of chances and making it difficult for us. We know it's not an easy place to come. We know the quality that they have up in the strikers, and they caused problems today. And I think we had to react and deal with that and really quickly in the first half, regroup at half time, come out the second half fighting, and I think we did that. We had more possession. use the ball better and create a lot of chances.
From a defender's point of view, we've just been talking about him. When he's in that kind of form, how difficult an opponent is Alan Saint-Maximin?
Yeah, his pace, his unpredictability, I think, is one of the hardest things. You don't know which way he's going to go. His turn of pace and his runs in behind. You know, as defenders, when we're trying to keep a high line and those balls keep getting played into him, you know, he causes a lot of problems today. And I think that showed in the second half with me making a silly tackle on the edge of the box after he's broke through 3-4 players, and then we get punished from it. So, you know, I've got to learn a lesson from that today, and we all do. We've all got to improve, and I think we'll look at this game over the next few days and you know, regroup, take the positives, look at all the areas where we could have done better, and you know, 3 games in, and we took a point out of the game and showed a lot of character and a lot of fight from today, which, you know, we're the champions of the Premier League for a reason, and I think in the second half we kind of proved that.
John, Sean Wright-Phillips there. Well done on the result, but what was it the atmosphere like around the team when that third one went in?
It's deflating. I can only liken it to the last game of last season. It's frustrating because you're pushing so hard to get something out of the game, and I think we've done it so well over the years where we've gone even further down, like today, and 2 goals that we needed to get back. And we have to kind of stick to our game plan, stick to what we know, and not get frustrated with ourselves in whatever decisions are getting made, or loose passes, whatever it might be, and keep probing and pushing away. And I think we really did that in the second half, and obviously the quality of the boys, some of the passes and some of the goals today were incredible.
Is that just another example, finally, of the mentality within the group? That's why you're champions 4 seasons out of 5?
I think so. It's a major part of our mentality has got us to where we are. I think over the 6 years I've been here, in every competition we've been in, fighting every year, the amount of games that we play, and we're still pushing for everything. It's all down to the hunger and the fight that everyone's got on when they're out on the pitch. And today again, we never gave up and fought until the final whistle.
Well played, and really appreciate you joining us, John.
Thank you. No worries.
John Stones live at St James's.